Hey everyone, and welcome to FNF Global Innovation Hub's special interview series for the Pride Month 2023. In this interview series, we talk about the topic of LGBTQIA+ representation in Taiwan's political landscape. And therefore, we invited 4 inspiring changemakers from the field of politics and civil society organizations to talk with us about this topic. We wanted to know from them what is the current development in Taiwan in regards of LGBTQIA+ representation in politics, what are existing challenges, and what are they doing to work towards a more diverse society here. Next, we will talk to Yen-Jong. She's a lawyer and the director of the DPP Gender Equality Department here in Taiwan. And she puts a lot of effort into fighting for LGBTQ rights.
I'm Yen-Jong Lee, and I'm currently a lawyer, and I'm currently also the director of Department of Gender Equality in DPP, the ruling party in Taiwan right now. We can consider as a new department because we have changed our name this year in February 2023. Before then, it was named Department of Development of Women. So we changed the name from women to gender equality because we think that our core concern for our department is gender equality. Of course, we also care for women's rights. But when we talk about gender equality, when we talk about the equality for all the people of all genders, all sexual orientations, we concern for all people, not only women. So that's why we changed the name of the department to make, to align what we are really doing and with our name of representation. I don't think we have enough LGBTQ community representing in Taiwanese political landscape, because in Taiwan we still face, even though we can consider Taiwan as a relatively gay-friendly, LGBTQ-friendly countries in Asia or in the whole world, but for politicians, for political workers, if we want to come out, if we want to go for the election, we still need to deal with some discrimination and stereotype against LGBTQ people in the local community. And that's still very challenging for LGBTQ people. I consider myself as a feminist since I am maybe 18 years old. So I think feminism is like, we embrace everyone, regardless their sex, their biological sex, their biological sex, their gender, their sexual orientation, regardless of all this tag. So as a feminist, of course, I want to contribute my time, contribute my work to make Taiwan a more equal society. So, and gender equality, compared to other issues regarding equality, I think gender equality is really my core concern since maybe I'm 18 years old. So I know some LGBTQ friends, and they are very interested in representing in local election, but it's still very challenging for them because first they need to consider the views of their parents, because if they come out as openly gay or openly lesbian, openly bisexual, the first challenge for them is they need to tell these stories, tell about themselves to their parents. And then the neighborhood, if they, if for the young people, they want to represent in the, join the election, normally we choose the community or neighborhood we are familiar with to begin with. For example, maybe if I was born and raised in Taipei, Da'an-Chu, for example, probably when I first represent in election, I would choose Da'an-Chu as my starting point. However, if you go for election, you join the election as an openly gay, openly lesbian, the neighborhood also, they will know about yourself, know about your sexual orientation. And some of them, and that's also linked to their local and community connection, right? Parents, neighborhoods, and parents' friends. That could be quite a pressure for these young people who are interested in joining the election. I think first we need to, as a Department of Gender Equality, we need to work with the LGBTQ NGOs for these matters, because they are working on the front line. They know everything about the challenge that LGBTQ people face every day, of course, including the challenge they could face in the political landscape. So that's the first thing we need to work with these NGOs to maybe provide or create some programs that can help young LGBTQ people who are interested in politics, and we can teach them how to face and how to deal with this kind of discrimination if they really go to the field, and maybe they really, when they go to the market and shake hands with people, and when they face some questions, some very negative comments, how they can deal with this. The first, psychologically, of course, and also psychologically and in some arguments, the first thing. Second thing is that because at DPP we regularly we hold some events, hold a lot of trainings for young people who are interested in politics. And I think we can include some program of awareness of this kind of discrimination LGBTQ people can face in politics in this kind of training. And we can, we can start to make young people, the future young politicians, future young political workers, have more awareness regarding this kind of discrimination, because a lot of them, if they are straight people, maybe they don't really have any idea about this kind of stereotype or discrimination that LGBTQ people could face. So I think the first thing we can work with the NGOs to help LGBTQ people to face this kind of discrimination if they really join the election. And the second is that we can try to make this environment more friendly by giving more training to other young people who are interested in politics. Because politics means diversity, and gender equality is diversity. We need more diversity in politics. And that's all.